It's Title Tuesday, here we go. Thoroughbred protects your deal, now you know.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Title Tuesday. I'm Eric, the president of Thoroughbred Title. Last week, we talked about how to save on title insurance in New York. And this week, we're talking about the TIRSA Owner's Extended Protection Policy, also known as a TOEPP, and what it actually protects you from. Recent industry data, including reporting highlighted by Alta, shows that many title claims today are tied to issues like fraud and boundary disputes and encroachments. And importantly, many of these are post-policy issues. Under a standard owner's policy, coverage is generally limited to issues that existed before the policy was issued. So, if something happens after you close, like a fraudulent deed being recorded or a new encroachment across the boundary line, those situations may not be covered by the standard policy. That's where a TOEPP policy comes in. A TOEPP provides expanded coverage including protection for post-policy forgery, post-policy encroachments, post-policy adverse possession and prescriptive easements, and certain municipal and zoning issues. For example, coverage can be extended to situations where the homeowner is forced to remove a structure due to a zoning violation or remove a structure due to an encroachment into an easement area or setback line. These are real-world risks that can arise after closing and are among the most common drivers of claims today. You've probably seen an increase in deed fraud monitoring services, and while monitoring can be helpful, it's not the same as insurance. A TOEPP policy is one of the few places to have actual coverage if something like that occurs. Not every transaction will qualify for a TOEPP policy, and it does cost 20% more than a standard owner's policy. On an $800,000 purchase, that's roughly $600. For many buyers, that's a relatively small cost when compared to the potential risk. The key is this. This isn't about buying more coverage just to buy it. It's about understanding what risks exist after closing and deciding how you want to protect against them. That's a conversation that should happen as part of every transaction. And that's a wrap on this season of Title Tuesday. Over 13 weeks, we've covered everything from surveys and encroachments, title defects and closing risks, closing costs and ways to save, and how to better understand title insurance overall. If you found the series helpful, feel free to go back and revisit earlier episodes or share them with your clients who may benefit. If you have ideas for future Title Tuesday topics, please share them in the comments. We'll see you soon.
Connect with Thoroughbred Title at tbtitle.com. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Links are in the first comment.